Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Damian Priest has been trying to move on from the Judgment Day since getting kicked out of the group. Priest recently discussed recruiting Rhea Ripley back then when they were just starting, and he called it a no-brainer decision. Judgment Day was originally created by WWE Hall of Famer Edge along with Damian Priest in 2022. They would later bring in Ripley as the third member of the group before recruiting Finn Balor next. Priest, Ripley, and Balor would eventually turn on their leader to begin their path to dominance, adding Dominic Mysterio after months of torment. They would go on to become one of the most successful stables of their generation. Speaking to the Wrestling Classic last week, Damian Priest was asked about how he recruited five-time WWE Champion Rhea Ripley to the group. Priest recalled that it was an easy decision because the Judgment Day was on their path to greatness, and now they're two of the top stars in WWE. Here's the conversation. What do you think of bringing Rhea in? And it's like that's a no-brainer for me. That's my homie. I obviously had to talk with her before we joined the Judgment Day, and it was like, well, this is the reasoning. I think this can help us get to where we believe we belong. And here we are as two of the top faces in WWE. So as far as the Judgment Day goes, it's mission accomplished. That's exactly what the point of the Judgment Day was, Priest said. H/T Wrestling Incorporated. Damian Priest won the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships twice and the World Heavyweight Championship once as a member of the Judgment Day. Priest is also one of the top babyfaces on the Red brand and is set to challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight title soon. Damian Priest looks back on his time with Edge in the Judgment Day more than 2 years after forming Judgment Day with Edge. Damian Priest reflected on the original plans for the group. It was all about making new stars, and its mission was accomplished, according to Priest. He couldn't thank the legend enough for taking him under his wing and teaching him how to be a top star. I was a fan of Edge, so now I get to have somebody who I looked up to be a mentor, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Of course it's a yes, and worst case scenario, I just get to have fun with somebody that I'm a fan of, and I became friends with. We're friends to this day. I can't thank him enough for taking me under his wing and just simplifying things for me on how to be a bigger star," Priest said. H/T Wrestling Incorporated. Edge left WWE at the end of September 2023 when his contract expired. He joined All Elite Wrestling but is currently out with a leg injury. In a dimly lit room backstage at Monday Night Raw, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley sit side by side, leaning back in their chairs with a look of unyielding confidence. The Judgment Day has been a force to be reckoned with for months, each member bringing a unique set of skills and attitude that has redefined the group as one of WWE's most feared factions. But today, the energy surrounding Priest and Ripley is especially charged. They're not just riding the high of a recent victory, they're about to reveal one of the biggest moves the Judgment Day has made yet. "It was a no-brainer," Damian Priest declares, leaning forward with a smirk as the camera captures his intensity. "Adding a five-time WWE champion to our ranks was the next logical step for us." Rhea Ripley, seated next to him, nods in agreement, her own smirk giving way to a sense of pride. "He brings experience, he brings respect, and most importantly, he brings a new level of danger," she says, her eyes flashing with excitement. "With this guy on our side, the Judgment Day isn't just dominant. We're unstoppable." The interview shifts into a video package highlighting the illustrious career of the man they've recruited, an athlete who's not only a five-time champion but has also fought some of WWE's biggest legends. Clips roll of his past matches, showing the brutality, the strategy, and the sheer force he's brought to the ring over the years. The crowd roars with each highlight, the suspense and speculation only building as they realize who Priest and Ripley are talking about. As the video package ends, the camera cuts back to Priest and Ripley. Priest laughs softly, the satisfaction of the reveal already palpable. "You all know who we're talking about," he says, leaning back confidently. It's none other than the Celtic warrior himself, Sheamus. The news hits the WWE universe like a shockwave. Sheamus, a hardened veteran with years of experience and an unrelenting in-ring style, is now a member of the Judgment Day. It's a union no one saw coming, yet it makes a strange kind of sense. Known for his no-nonsense, bruising style, Sheamus has always operated on his own terms. And though he's traditionally been a solo act or led his own groups, his alignment with the Judgment Day signals a bold new direction for him, a chance to bring his ferocity and skill to a collective that embraces the darkness and revels in chaos. Ripley reflects on how the idea first came up. Honestly, Sheamus has been on our radar for a long time, she says. We've seen him fight wars in the ring, giving everything he's got. We respect that, and we knew we wanted someone who didn't back down, someone with that kind of mentality. She tilts her head slightly, a fierce grin spreading across her face. When we approached him, there wasn't much convincing to do. He was already halfway to the door. Priest nods, adding, Sheamus fits perfectly with us. He's not here to play games or entertain, he's here to destroy, to dominate. And that's what we're about. The interview then cuts to Sheamus himself, clad in his signature leather jacket and Celtic cross necklace, stepping into the camera frame with his unmistakable, steely gaze. The Celtic warrior smirks, looking every bit as dangerous as he's ever been. Joining the Judgment Day wasn't a hard choice for me, he begins, his Irish accent only adding to the aura of intimidation. I've been in WWE a long time, and I've done it all. But I've never had the chance to join a group like this, a team that's got the same hunger for destruction that I have. He pauses, cracking his knuckles, as if he's already itching to get into his next brawl. With these two, he gestures to Ripley and Priest, I'm not just fighting to win matches. I'm fighting to take down everyone in our path. The image of the Judgment Day with Sheamus added to their ranks is enough to send chills down the spine of anyone watching. With Ripley's unrestrained aggression, Priest's physical prowess, and Sheamus's sheer brute force, the group is now a terrifying mix of experience and raw power. Ripley leans forward, her voice cold and determined. We've been underestimated for too long. People thought Judgment Day was a phase, a gimmick. But now, with Sheamus, we're about to show everyone that we're here to redefine what it means to dominate. Priest nods in agreement. We've already taken out some of the top talent in WWE. But now, we've got our eyes set on bigger prizes. Titles. Legends. Entire rosters. We don't care who you are, if you stand in our way, you're going down. Sheamus, Ripley, and Priest exchange knowing looks. There's no need for further words, the message is clear. The Judgment Day is evolving, and they're not bound by any rules, traditions, or expectations. Their eyes are set on rewriting WWE's hierarchy, and with Sheamus on their side, they're more than ready to make it happen. In the weeks that follow, the impact of Sheamus's addition is felt immediately. On Monday Night Raw, the faction makes their way down to the ring with a unified sense of menace. The crowd's reaction is a mix of awe and fear, as fans understand they're witnessing the birth of something much darker and more formidable than before. Their first match as a full team comes against a trio of well-established WWE stars who've earned a reputation for resilience. The crowd buzzes with anticipation, waiting to see how Sheamus will fit into the new dynamic. As the bell rings, the match quickly devolves into a brawl, each member of the Judgment Day displaying their unique style. Ripley's ruthless strikes, Priest's raw power, and Sheamus's seasoned, methodical brutality meld into a terrifying synergy that leaves their opponents struggling to stay on their feet. Midway through the match, Sheamus grabs one of his opponents in the corner and delivers a devastating series of chest-clapping forearms, each one echoing throughout the arena like thunder. Ripley and Priest stand back, watching their new partner unleash his aggression with a sense of satisfaction. The message is clear, Sheamus isn't just a part of the Judgment Day, he's an extension of their ruthless philosophy. The match ends with a dominant victory for the Judgment Day, each member standing tall in the ring as the referee raises their arms. The crowd erupts into a mix of cheers and boos, the reaction split between those in awe of the faction's sheer force and those who fear what they represent. Backstage, Sheamus, Ripley, and Priest gather for one last moment with the interviewer. Priest speaks, his voice steady and filled with conviction. Tonight was just the beginning. With Sheamus on our side, the Judgment Day is unstoppable. This isn't just a faction anymore, it's a revolution. Ripley nods, her smirk returning. We're here to change the game. And if you're not with us, you'd better get out of our way. Sheamus looks directly into the camera, his face deadly serious. Consider this your only warning. We're not just here to win. We're here to take over. With that, the screen fades to black, leaving the WWE Universe to speculate on the chaos that the Judgment Day will bring with the Celtic Warrior in their ranks. The message is clear, WWE's landscape is shifting, and the Judgment Day, now fortified with Sheamus, is more dangerous than ever before.